What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mello. Megan and Tory have an upcoming trial set to start this December in 2022. This court case has been pushed back and delayed for what seems like forever now. If you all recall, 2 years ago, back in July of 2020, an incident broke out between Megan and Tory after attending a pool party at Kylie Jenner's house. Now, after the party and back into the car is where the alleged incident between Megan and Tory is said to have taken place.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument. The DA's office says Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood Hills July 12th. The 28-year-old was arrested the night of the shooting, but was released after posting bail. He now faces 2 felony charges and is set to be arraigned Tuesday in LA. If convicted, he faces up to 23 years in prison.
Megan was shot and the internet has been divided ever since. On one hand, you have a lot of people who believe Tory and they don't believe that he was the one who shot Megan. A lot of celebrities were seen quietly unfollowing Megan after the incident as if to show what they think in the situation. Also, a lot of celebrities, specifically male rappers, have publicly shown their support for Tory. Most recently, Drake with his alleged diss track towards Megan on his track Circle Loco. Now, Drake can be quoted saying, "This bitch lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion." Now, on the other hand, Megan has had a very different outcome. The general public has more so not believed Megan's story. When Megan first spoke on the incident, it's reported she said the injury came from broken glass, not a gunshot. After that, Megan took to Instagram Live where she could be seen addressing the situation for the first time.
I was shot in both of my feet. I was shot in both of my feet, and I had to get surgery to get the shit taken out, get the bullets taken out. And it was super scary.
I wanted to take time to have an open and honest conversation with you all and see what you think. Who really shot Meg? Now, after taking time to think about the situation and reflecting on it, I came to the conclusion of 2 things. 1, I have some biases about this case, and 2, there's a huge disconnect when it comes to me and Megan. Now, whether we want to admit it or not, we are all biased. Real quick, think to yourself, apples or oranges, iPhone or Android? See, we're all biased. Once I was able to recognize I was more biased to Tory in this situation, being that he's a black man like I am, I then had to recognize the other thing and probably the most important thing. It's the huge disconnect I feel with me and Megan. Now, I consider myself somewhat a master of whisperers. Drop a comment down below if you get that reference. You know, I'm always observant and I'm always keeping my ear to the street. One of the reasons I have this huge disconnect with Megan is because how many times the story has changed. Now, I understand victims can change their mind once they've had time to think and reflect on the situation, and I understand Megan probably said that at first because she was scared. You know, she also could have said that it was glass that injured her and not a bullet at first because she was probably still trying to protect the very people who harmed her, but it still makes it hard to believe her. I feel like every time we heard something new about this case, it was completely different. It was glass, it was a bullet, Tory shot her ex-best friend shot her. No, it was the security guard who shot her. I think at one point people were even saying Megan shot herself. Since the beginning, it's been us trying to piece together this puzzle because no one has came out and said who shot her. On top of the story continuously changing, I cannot forget how unloyal Megan is. Whether it was to Nicki after getting her feature for Hot Girl Summer and then doing WAP with Cardi B. Allegedly, Kelsey, who's Megan's ex-best friend, she was dating Tory Lanez first. Now, I don't know much about girl code, but I'm pretty sure that's the first rule. Don't date your friend's exes. But I could be wrong. Not to mention, Megan has been dissing her ex-best friend ever since the incident. Megan wants to put this whole protect black women facade on, but she continuously disses another black woman. It doesn't work like that. Now, another thing, and I hate to say this, but I don't feel like Megan is acting like a victim. And I know. What the hell is acting like a victim? To be honest, I'm not sure. But what I do know is it makes it hard to sympathize with someone who claims they were shot, who I constantly see twerking in the media. I just personally feel like if I was shot in my foot, my twerking days would be over. But again, I don't know. I could be wrong. To be very honest, when I see Megan, when I hear her side of the story out, nothing in me believes her and nothing in me makes me want to defend her. I see the twerking, I see all the chains and jewelry, I see the makeup, I see the hair, and that's the disconnect for me. I still feel like I'm seeing Megan Thee Stallion and maybe not Megan Pete. I think that's her last name. The situation honestly sucks. You know, I consider myself a champion for black people and I'ma always root for us. But it's like being between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, I have this black woman saying she was shot, and on another hand, I have this black man saying that he didn't do it. It was a hard realization to come to, but yes, when I see Tory, I can see a bit of me in him. And the black man in me, I just can't turn my back on another black man who's trying to confess their innocence. Now, I do believe my opinion would be different if I was a woman. Again, we all have biases, right? The important thing is to recognize them, check them, and still be open-minded. Now, with all of that being said, Tory probably would have had my support all the way up until the trial had he not got into that incident with August Alsina. Back in September, while backstage at a music and comedy tour in Chicago, Tory allegedly assaulted August. On September 18th, August took to Instagram with this: "As I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" sized leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk as they tried to press me. Whole time, I'm one deep. No security." Tory continues to ask with a broken ego why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him and didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past because I didn't know him or ever met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me. That's all. Not to mention, with my history of health and condition just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on the road and shake as less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged, so I was a bit confused at how somehow he turns himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine, obviously. I heard the fizzle, and he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his antsy moving and to keep an eye on the endless niggas that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some nigga with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission. With that said, I was gonna keep it G and not come to the net, but you moving with foul intent, feeding falsities to blogs to look for a moment, cause the moments ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you in that, gratefully. His people got the whole thing on camera. Put the footage out. I like to see it. Anyway, let me go clean this blood off my face. Now, go ahead and check the clip out.
Man, I wish you would have got that.
I did get it.
You did? Damn.
Don't do it. You already shot Megan.
You knocked his ass out, Tory? You knocked him out? That shit. Tory said he just knocked August Alsina ass right out. One punch crunched him, Tory. He said one punch crushed his ass. Look up. He just did that.
To me, talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. And what Tory showed on camera was that his little ego was bruised. I guarantee had Tory not had all those security guards with him, he would never approach August. Then it got me thinking, if Tory allegedly never had a gun with him, would he have pressed Megan that hard? After seeing that video, what I realized is Tory is low down and dirty, and he fights dirty. He'll jump you, and he will bring a gun to a knife fight. All the while lying in your face and saying that he didn't do it. Check this clip out.
I gotta tell you this a million times. Tory!
What's up?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna just ask you I'm gonna ask. This is a media question because I'm on live. Tory, I'm on live, bro.
Don't ask me nothing crazy.
Okay. What happened with August, bro? Everything good?
Brother, wrong. Nah, nothing happened. I don't even know what this kid is talking about, brother.
Okay, so you're not involved.
No, hell no. I don't know if he's doing a promo. I don't know what that nigga is talking about, brother.
Yo, when I read it, I'm like, yo, Tory not even violent like that, bro. Like, yo.
Yo, I can't even, act.
All right.
I love you to death,
Tory, yeah, that's my new number. Save it.
Honestly speaking, it wasn't until the incident with August Alsina that made me think, yeah, Tory probably shot Megan. I mean, the fact that you jumped a man for simply ignoring you tells me everything I need to know about you. Tory has since been placed on house arrest, and let me tell you, it does not look good for him. But I do find it pretty interesting how we haven't heard a lot from him since being placed on house arrest. As the trial draws near, it seems public opinion is swaying. Recently, Megan received an open letter of support from some pretty prominent black figures. The letter reads, "Dear Megan, you are larger than life in many ways. Your name is in lights, your face on billboards, your song in the history books. And this is still just the beginning of your story. In a very short amount of time, you've achieved success, probably beyond your wildest dreams, and it seems that each day brings a new announcement about something amazing you've done or are preparing to do. Women all over the world consider you an inspiration, in part because you make them feel good about themselves. You're a special kind of talent and you're a special kind of person. The place you hold in your fans' heart is a testament to that." Now, the open letter of support is longer, but I just wanted to go ahead and read that short paragraph to you all. You know, I'm not even a part of this case, but I'm tired. I can only imagine how Megan and Tory feel. As of now, I'm just going to let the courts decide what is what. To be honest, I don't like what I see from either of them in the media, and I'm just no longer willing to argue in anyone's favor. But what I do think is, whatever the outcome, is going to massively affect both parties. I believe if Tory is sent to jail, that could very well be the end of his career, and we may see Megan soar. On the other hand, if Tory is found innocent, this will probably taint Megan as a liar and people simply won't believe her. And we could very well see her career dwindle as well. As the trial is set for December, we'll all just have to wait and see what really happened that night, and hopefully we'll get the answer to our question. Who really shot Megan? If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, as that's okay too. You know, it's a safe space over here and we do agree to disagree sometimes. Whether you gave this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Who do you feel shot Megan? And as always, if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as I am on the journey to 100 subscribers. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll catch you all on the next video.